Hey everyone, it's Tyler from Universal Rackets, and today we are going over how to get rid of arm, elbow, and shoulder pain while serving. If your arm, shoulder, or elbow hurts while serving, then this video is for you. Now, first of all, I am not a physical therapist or a doctor. I am far from it. I am a tennis coach, so I encourage you to try all these tips and see what helps. And if you stay tuned for this whole video, then 1, 2, or 3 of these tips will have you either have less pain or be pain-free while serving. Not trying to help myself up too much, but I work with a lot of older clients that experience tons of pain. They come to me, my arm hurts, shoulder hurts, everything, and I show them this technique and their serve works, so stay tuned. So the first reason why a lot of players have trouble and they have a lot of pain while they serve is because they grip the racket too tight. A lot of players on a scale 1 to 10, they grip the racket at a 10, 9, or an 8. While you're serving, you want to grip that racket on a scale of 1 through 4 out of 10, right? So you want to grip 1 through 4 out of 10. That means after I served and I follow through, if I went to give you my racket right now and you took the racket out of my hand, it would come right out. A lot of you players that experience pain, you're trying to get the serve in, right? So you're gripping it super tight. And when you serve, if you follow through and you give the racket to the other person, you're going to try to pull it and it's not going to come out. So step number 1 is make sure you hold the racket loose. You need to make sure you let the racket work for you, do not work for the racket. Also, if you hold the racket loose as well, it's going to help you hit a bigger ball while serving. A lot of players, they might have good serves, but their shoulder breaks down because they're just gripping it super tight. If you watch any of the top servers, they don't look like they're doing too much work. It's because it's rhythm, right? It's because they're being loose. It's because of the kinetic chain. Now, the second thing. Now, this is a huge thing. Notice, when I serve, this is huge. When I serve, this is the #1 reason why players' shoulders and elbows hurt, is because when I serve, watch this. A lot of players, they go like this. You see, one more time. I'm going to do it again. Here we are. Ready? I'm going to serve. Here we are. A lot of players go like this. Do you see that? Look, my elbow is down and my strings are facing up to the point that if I put the ball, it would balance on the racket. Again, the main reason why players have trouble in elbow, shoulder, and arm pain while they serve is because when they go back for they serve, they look like this, to the point that I could catch a ball on the racket. This is what we call the waiter's tray. Notice when I'm in this position now, look, tension's on my shoulder, and now in order to get the racket from here to here at contact, watch, I have to really move my shoulder and hit, and it is up my arm and elbow. So again, a lot of players, they serve like this. It hurts so much, and you can never hit a hard ball. In tennis, you want to make sure you get into the trophy pose, not just for performance purposes, but because it will actually stop your arm from hurting. So instead of going like this, all I'm going to do is bring my elbow back when I serve. Again, instead of bringing my elbow down, I'm going to bring my elbow back when I serve. It's like I'm elbowing the person behind me. By elbowing the person behind me, now look, when I serve, by elbowing my person behind me, that's going to keep my hand above my elbow, right? Instead of here, it's going to stay here. My palm's facing down. And now, look, now I am going to be able to throw my racket. By putting your elbow back and keeping your palm down, that is your body's natural throwing motion. Look, ready? Elbow back, palm down, then I serve. Same thing, look, ready? Watch, elbow back, palm down, now I throw the ball. That's the way that we were built to use this muscle and use this motion. So by ensuring that your elbow's going down, you're thinking that you're elbowing someone, you're keeping your palm down. Notice my strings are always facing down instead of up. That's going to ensure that you have your natural throwing motion while you serve, and that's going to eliminate elbow and arm pain. Now, the next thing that you have to do, a lot of players, they will hurt their more elbow for this one is because they stop their momentum. Remember, in tennis, to gain control, you have to give up control. So a lot of players, what they do is that they swing and they stop. Again, they swing and they stop trying to get the ball in. When I stop, that's going to put tension on my elbow as well. You need to make sure in tennis that you're not only gripping the racket loose, that your elbow's going back and your strings are facing down, and you're in the body's natural throwing motion, aka trophy pose, but you have to make sure that you follow through all the way. Once again, when I am done this tennis serve, watch what I want to do. I want to make sure that I follow through all the way across my body to the point that if I took my hand off my racket like I'm doing right now, I can catch it under my opposite arm. So by doing this, we're using new mics, just making sure I am recording. Watch what I'm going to do again. I'm going to go here and then finish across my body. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the camera over here, and I'm going to show you again the right and the wrong way to serve. The serves that will hurt players' elbows and the serves that will eliminate shoulder, elbow, or arm pain. So again, the first thing is that they grip it too tight, right? So they're gripping it super tight and they try to hit a good serve in. That's what a lot of beginners do. Instead of that, I want to hold the racket on a scale 1 to 10, a 4 or less, and I want to make sure that my serve really looks like this. Hopefully in the court, I didn't mean to hit it over there. The second thing that I'm going to do is when I serve, the second thing I'm going to do is instead of having my elbow back, waiter's tray, I'm going to bring my elbow or elbow down, I'm going to bring my elbow back. So by bringing my elbow back, that's going to put my body in its natural throwing motion that now I'm able to throw the racket and eliminate arm and shoulder pain. The last thing that I'm going to do, and this is where players go wrong again, is that they stop their momentum, right? So they're here and they stop, right? Try stop, get it in. Instead of doing that, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow through all of the way. Now the last tip, I'm going to end this video with a bonus tip. Notice what I did with my last serve, and rewind if you have to. After I served, what did I do? I made sure that I had my body fall into the court. If you can use your body's momentum and use your body as a power source rather than your arm, elbow, or shoulder, you will be able to have less pain and hit a better ball. Now, I hope this video, you got some value from it. You try all these tips and see if they help your elbow, arm, or shoulder pain. Again, I'm not a physiotherapist. If it hurts too much, make sure you go see a doctor or make sure you get it checked out, right? A lot of players, they get a little injury, right? And then they go back on court and they injure it way more. In tennis, if you ever get injured, you want to make sure that you are 110%. You're not just 100% until you hit the courts again. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, or if any of these tips help, please let me know in the comments below. Make sure to share with a friend, save a shoulder, share a friend. Have a good one, guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Tennis with Tyler, links in the description. Also download my Instantly Improve My Serve ebook, and see you on court. Happy hitting.